Hello, this is James here again from Trust Art, and we're here today to talk about why would you use a business trust to hold title to your private aircraft. I'm actually a pilot myself. We're here at Signature Flight Support in San Diego. So some of the reasons that you would hold title to your aircraft in a separate ownership in the business trust, if you will, is if you get low visibility, and you also can reduce your liability exposure. One of the things that a lot of companies will do is that they'll set up a separate corporation or LLC to hold title to their aircraft. But that's not such a good idea because anybody can look up all that information, all those details, the names, addresses, emails, the phone numbers. But if you use a trust instrument, and there's living trust, there's other types of trust that we advocate that people know about, but if you use this particular type of trust, you're not going to be able to look up any information whatsoever. So when you're traveling, you've seen the news media, they all want to see what the tail number is, who owns the bird, and so on and so forth. Well, you're not going to be able to find any of this information at all. So when they go to Flight Tracker, if you will, everybody does that after an accident or some kind of an incident, or just nosy people, just looking for assets. They're going to look up the information. So on Flight Tracker or Flightware, I think that's the other one, you can look up all the information. So the business trust gives you a lower profile, if you will, for ownership of your business aircraft. It also reduces your liability exposure. And because of the fact that it's not registered with the Secretary of State, you got a tremendous amount of privacy that you cannot get with a corporation or LLC. One of the other things that you can use the business trust for is that you can create a separate business unit, if you will, for the business aircraft. So maybe you want to do a part-time charter. You've got some spare hours that are available, to customers, what have you. So you do a lease or you do, an hourly rate with someone. Well, it's got its own separate business unit. So by having it in the business trust, it can do its own tax return, and you can keep that separate. Okay, the other thing that happens is that when we isolate the asset into its own separate unit, which a lot of people already know about, that you reduce your liability exposure. Because if you put the bird inside of your existing corporation or LLC, and you have any kind of financial or legal problems, it can contaminate your other assets. Also bank accounts. I knew a guy that had a corporation, and he had his plane inside the corporation, and the corporation had lots of money in it, had a lot of assets. Tremendous error, or rather not, well, yeah, it was an error, but also tremendous exposure. So those are some of the main benefits of using the business trust for the corporate aircraft. I hope you enjoyed watching this video as much as we enjoyed making it for you here today. If you have any questions, let us know. We do this strategic planning for clients. That's why they come to us, and that's it for today. Thank you.